Hello everyone, and welcome to the final part of Sly Raccoon on the Sony PlayStation 3. I am One Wild Sheep yet again, and today it's time to take on Clockwork and defeat him once and for all, restoring a book. Let's do this, folks. Final part of Go-Go.
We were on our way to the Krakarov volcano in Russia. While looking over what little information I had on the final member of the Fiendish Five, I began to notice something. In the 4 parts of the Thievius Raccoonus recovered so far, several of the pictures depict a shadowy owl-like figure, which looks very similar to the police images of the mysterious Clockwork. Is this a strange coincidence, or is there something I'm missing?
Sly Cooper in the cold heart of hate. Woo!
Hey, Sly! The road to Clockwork's fortress is blocked! Do me a favor and shoot out that lock for me, would you, pal? Whoa! Check out all those mines! Think you can blow them away and clear a safe path for us?
So there we go, folks. We are now in the finale. We are heading up to Clockwork's lair, and we're gonna take him out once and for all. Now, as you can probably guess, this world doesn't have a hub level, folks, like the other worlds do. It's all level by level basis for this one.
Bingo! My scanners indicate that Clockwork is holed up in that owl-shaped tower.
First things first, we've got hostile robo-falcons at 12 o'clock, Sly!
Oh no, not the hostile robo-falcons, anything but them. So basically what you're going to want to do is use your turret and shoot them down. Left hand looks like aims, square button fires, as usual.
No tower, it's a giant death ray! Sly, take out those rocks or we're in trouble!
And in trouble we are, because this sequence by her is deceptively easy to get hurt. So what you're going to want to do is actually shoot the...
Heads up! The robo-falcons are back!
Yeah, thank you, Murray. But what you're going to want to do when you get to that section is actually shoot out the rocks before you get anywhere near them, because otherwise, bye-bye health, you know? It's going to be quite difficult. And when, of course, needless to say, when you come up to mines, shoot the mines, because you're going to get killed otherwise. It's a no-brainer. Brainer. So yeah, this is the final sequence of the game, and as you would expect, it is the hardest part of the entire game. So you can, if you have horseshoes on you, you can afford to get hit, as you'd expect. But if you have no horseshoes, bye-bye. Ah, relax. These robo-falcons aren't that big a deal at all. However, some of them, when you do shoot them, if you just clip them with your bullets, they'll catch on fire. And when they catch on fire, they will try to kamikaze you. So be very careful, like this one by here, who almost got me.
Nice shooting, Sly! Looks like we're in the clear!
Murray, that cave doesn't look tall enough for the turret to make it all the way through!
Yeah, I'm sure the turret will be fine. He lied.
We've got to get through that security door on the far side of the cavern. The only way to unlock it is to analyze at least 60 of those hanging computers.
Would have been easy to get at them if Murray hadn't thrashed our new turret.
Yeah, won't be a problem. I can hack the computer's connection coupling so they'll fall to the ground. Then, Murray will have to run over them with the van.
Okay, and Murray, remember to use our new battering ram by hitting the square button if anyone tries to keep you from those computers.
Murray, there are only 119 computers up there, and these fire slugs seem intent on getting to them before us. The first one to 60 computers wins!
So there we go, we gotta collect 60 computers. Now this sequence can catch you off guard if you are not good at driving. So what I recommend is just continuously push the square button to shoot out your battering ram in order to increase your hitbox just a tiny bit more so you can get more computers ahead of the slug monsters. And I like this little thing. Most of this world, actually all of this world heading up to the finale is pretty much a gimmick. Every level is a gimmick level, and I don't know, I kind of like how they finished off the game with a bunch of gimmick levels, you know, just to... So you're not doing the same old stuff, you know, I don't mind it. But anyway, this is deceptively difficult, because if the slug monsters reach 60 before you, well, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose a life and you're gonna have to redo it. But don't worry, if you lose all of your lives and actually get a game over, you'll still restart at the same area of the world you are in. So don't worry too much about that, because there is no world map with this one, folks.
Nice driving, Murray! Now we have enough data to open the security doors. Just past them is the control room to Clockwork's Death Ray Tower. I think it's time for some Cooper thieving and sabotage. Don't you think, Sly?
Oh yes, I do, so let's go. But yeah, that area is quite easy, you know, so don't worry too much about it.
Careful, Sly! Those tiles are booby-trapped! You better get out of there!
Hold on. That's Carmelita. She looks trapped.
Serves that cop right. She's been dogging us from the start.
It's just a misunderstanding. We've got to free her.
Are you crazy, Sly? Clockwork probably stuck her there to trap you.
But if I don't do anything, Carmelita's doomed. Besides, stealing just won't be any fun without her.
Sly, your ridiculous raccoon logic sends shivers up my shell. But if you're determined to go through with this, that barrel will undoubtedly help, though I have no idea how you'll get up there.
Dude, a spire jump here, a rail slide there. I've done this a million times.
Yes, we have. Unfortunately, this sequence by here is infinitely more difficult than anything else we've done in the game up to this point. And, well, at least I find it is. It's actually not that hard a sequence. You just have to do exactly as he said. A rail jump here, a spire jump there, you know. Or a spire jump and a rail slide. And there we go, we made it. Boom. So, yeah, it's not that difficult, but, you know, I did die here a couple of times in my playthrough. And be careful, because as you can see, that matted floor there will get you darted. You don't want to get darted. Darted is bad, because if you die in a sequence, you have to redo the entire sequence of this, you know, this entire platform sequence over again. It's only a minor thing, because this face at this stage isn't that difficult, you know, it's quite a simple little challenge. And hell, like I said, most of the parts of the stage are just platforming parts, so they're gimmick parts, not platforming parts. Duh, my words, they fail me, Froggy. But anyway, what you want to do by here is time yourself. Don't go too slow, don't go too quickly. Just be careful and time your movement so you can reach the end. If you reach the end, then Bob's your uncle, you're done! And yay! And that's the last major platforming sequence of the game. And don't jump into lava. Lava hurts.
Sly Cooper! I should have known you were behind this.
You got me wrong, Miss Fox. I'm here to rescue you.
You sentimental fool. Empathy has always been the downfall of the Cooper clan.
I knew this was a trap. Looks like I'm going to have to do some fast and furious hacking to shut down that gas before Sly's brain is turned to cheese.
Okay, it's time to do some hacking minigame.
Haven't had to do this in a while. Okay, I use the left analog stick to steer and the right analog stick to unleash my hacker code. Those green data packets need to be destroyed if I'm going to get at the yellow security code. Uh-oh. Well, looks like I triggered one of Clockwork's security algorithms. Stay sharp, Bentley.
So basically, you avoid everything like those red spinning thingies and shoot the green thingies. When the green thingies explode, pick up the yellow thingies. And that's all she wrote. It's actually quite a neat minigame. This is a minigame that's gonna kind of be prevalent in all of the Sly games. Of course, they get improved later on. Because the red spinny things that hit you, well, they're one-hit kill. So don't get hit by the red spinny things that get shot out of you, because like I said, one-hit kill. Although, if you run into objects, you do have a health bar. So if you run into enemies and objects, well, your health bar will go down by 1 bar each. Why do they make the red spinny things instant kill? I don't know. I like to think of this like an antivirus software trying to quarantine the viruses, you know? But yeah, for the most part, this is a fairly simple minigame. If you run into an object, for some reason you have this weird slow motion effect, which I guess helps you aim. So if you're kind of panicky and scared you're gonna get killed by one of those red thingies, just run into something at the cost of a health bar, and it'll slow things down a tad for you, you know? But anyway, we do need to collect 13 of these yellow data core packet thingies. So, yeah, just continue going around them, shoot the thingies, run into the yellow thingy to pick them up. It took me so long to realize you actually have to actively run into the yellow ones to pick them up, because before I used to play this mission, I used to be like, what do I do here? Because every time I'm shooting it, it just goes away, it doesn't explode. But no, you have to explode it, and I was so close to dying there. In fact, I'm so close to dying now.
I'm the best! No code can stand before me!
But fortunately, I got the last one just in time, so yay me.
Sly, I was wrong about you. Break me out of this force field by smashing its base, and I'll make it up to you somehow.
Okie dokie. So now it's time to go on to the final stretch! Until we actually fight Clockwork himself anyway.
I don't get it, Cooper. I've hunted you for years, tried to throw you behind bars, but when you get a chance to leave me in a cage, you set me free. Why?
Carmelita, we may be on opposite sides of the law, but you're not my enemy. Now, the homicidal robotic owl that built this death ray and nearly gassed us to death, that guy's on my list.
I see your point. All right. Until Clockwork and his evil schemes are destroyed, I suggest we work together.
Together at last. Huh, wait. I need that cane. It's been in my family for generations.
Don't worry, Ringtail. I'll cover you while you get it back. If you can, make your way to the top of the death ring. I stashed my jetpack there before Clockwork nabbed me.
Now that we're a team at all, I'd hate to leave your side.
Hold on. This truce is only temporary. Once we beat Clockwork, I'm coming after you.
Really?
Well, maybe I'll give you a 10-second head start.
So is that normal police equipment? Just a random jetpack, you know? But anyway, this section by here, exceptionally difficult. It's another first-person section like we've had with Murray, but now we're protecting good old Sly. And unfortunately, we don't get any real time to take down these guys. So normally whenever you're playing these sections as Murray gives you like an indication something's coming, and you have a few seconds in order to boop the thingies that are trying to kill you. In this one, no, Sly gives you like no indication. These guys swarm onto Sly as quick as physically possible, so keep your eyes peeled. This is exceptionally difficult. I've seen so many people fail this. And when you get to this section by here, see these big thingies here? Blow them up! It took me a few seconds to realize you meant to blow them up, to be perfectly honest, but hey. Now every time you blow one of these things up, be careful, because enemies will pop up from behind and sometimes in front of Sly, so just keep your eyes peeled. And one thing I gotta be honest about, Carmelita's voice in this game is awful. I don't mind Carmelita as a character at all, but she doesn't seem to have any emotion to what's happening on screen, you know? It's quite weird. There we go, he's got his thingy now, so it's time.
Nice job, Raccoon.
It's time to take on Clockwork, the final boss of the game. Alright.
Where's Carmelita's jetpack? Right where she said it would be. The magnetronic support field for the death ray got destroyed as you were making a run for your cane. You'd better hurry, this whole thing is about to fall apart.
I'm on it.
Now this section by here is exceptionally, and I mean exceptionally difficult if you don't know what you're doing, and that's primarily because I'm playing the PS3 version. Now why? Because the lava will rise, I believe.
It's sinking fast! Climb, Sly, climb!
And also, if you go too fast, you're gonna die. But no, seriously, the lava will start rising, and in the PS3 version, the lava rises slightly quicker, if I remember correctly, than the PS2 version. At least, it used to anyway. Right now it seems to be at a normal speed, so what I'm assuming is the lava risen The lava used to rise faster in the PS3 version, but then you might have patched it out. I don't know. All I know is originally, at one point, the lava used to rise faster than the PS2 version, which made the stage a little bit more difficult than it used to be. Although, it's not that big a deal now anyway, just time all your jumps, that's all there really is. That's all there is to this level, just time. Go as quick as you can while not rushing so fast that you go into these laser gates, electrocute yourself and die, you know? It's mainly trial and error to figure things out on how to get through this as quick as possible. I'm showing you my best run of this, because it took me a good few attempts to get through this properly. Like, you saw me instantly die the moment I got into this area. There we go. Here's a short section, and once we get to the next get past this section, we'll actually be reaching the final boss himself. Legit, we're gonna be taking him down, and the final boss, I'm not gonna lie, reminds me of most Sonic the Hedgehog final bosses when you transform into super form. You'll see why when we actually get to it, but for now, we're at the top of the tower, so let's do this. Time to take down Clockwork once and for all.
Okay, that jetpack is easy to fly. Use the left analog stick to aim and steer, and press the square button to fire its rockets. Sly! Behind you!
Sly Cooper, you have escaped my gas chamber and destroyed my death ray. Remarkable. You Coopers always find a way to beat me.
Always? So that was you in the background of all those old pictures in the Thievius Raccoonus. How old are you?
Perfection has no age.
What? You're immortal?
Revenge is the prime ingredient in the fountain of youth. I've kept myself alive for hundreds of years with a steady diet of jealousy and hate, awaiting a day when I would finally eclipse your family's thieving reputation.
Sly! My missiles don't hurt him but seem to create holes in his armor. Shoot into the gaps I create!
So there we go, folks. It's time to take on Clockwork. Now this boss fight, it can be quite tricky, this, as you can see by there. But what you're going to want to do is, like Carmelita said, wait for her to shoot holes into his armor, and then when he's electrified, boop him until his health goes down. And that's all she wrote. This boss...
intellect is refined. My experience is greater.
Whatever you say, Clockwork. Now, throughout the entire fight, he's going to be mocking you and saying all these things. I'm going to try not to talk over this too much, but... because there's no real incline of when he's going to talk, it can be quite annoying. But yeah, it's a very good boss fight. I really do love this boss. Yeah, you say that, but I've taken down your first form just by shooting you quite easily and done. I have to say, I love Clockwork's voice though. It's so menacing. I love it.
Nice shooting, Sly! You got him! Wow, that's one tough owl.
I don't get it. You're so familiar with my family. You must have known my father had a son. If you hated the Coopers so much, why did you let me live when you stole the Thievius Raccoonus?
Because I wanted to show the world that without your precious book, the Cooper line was nothing.
Ah, well, there's where you're wrong. The Thievius Raccoonus doesn't create great thieves. It takes great thieves to create the Thievius Raccoonus.
Enough, Sly Cooper. It ends here. I will finish you like I finished your father. Then the Cooper line will be erased and the only master thief will be Clockwork.
Shame that no Startup knows who Clockwork is, while everyone knows who the Coopers are, isn't it? But anyway, now we're gonna need to go through these rings. Go through the center of the rings. If you're on the outside, you will get hurt no matter where you are, so yeah. Just continue doing this. It's actually surprisingly difficult to get the aiming right to go through the center of those rings, because I don't know, I always have depth perception issues in this boss fight. I always get confused as to where I'm at in comparison to where the ring is at, so the main key is to go slightly below where you think you're meant to be when the ring's going to go through you, and I seem to be safe whenever I do that. So there we go. But yeah, same tactic as before, only now we have to dodge these things this way. So, take him down, Bob's your uncle. You could say Clockwork is owling! Ah! I'm sorry. Anyway, now we're at the final sequence by here. It's just a normal platforming sequence, so what we need to do is dodge all these laser beams, watch out for his thunder blast, because he shoots electricity blasts at you, which honestly isn't all that effective at all. Just continue running forward, they'll just sort of go by you. And of course, the same logic applies to the lasers as they did before. The first time you touch a laser, it's safe. The second time, you're going to get hurt. So there's that. Keep that in mind. And when you get to this phase in the boss fight, basically Clockwork's speech becomes literally incoherent babbling. It's like he's lost his mind. So get up to him and boop him in the head until he explodes.
You will never be rid of me. Clockwork.
Yeah, boron Clockwork.
Took some tricky maneuvering, but I managed to snatch that last piece of the Thievius Raccoonus from Clockwork's claw. I had taken down each member of the Fiendish Five: Raleigh, Mugshot, Ms. Ruby, the Panda King, and finally Clockwork. I'd beaten them all one by one and reclaimed my birthright. Of course, there was no way I could have gotten here without the help of my pals. I know this hasn't been easy for them, yet they stuck with me through it all. Murray, boy, it took a lot of guts for him to get out in the field with me. I know he was scared, but he's got more heart than anyone I've ever known. And thank goodness for Bentley. Without his expertise, I'd have never found my way off that rooftop in Paris. A guy couldn't ask for a better gang of friends. Who could ever forget the lovely Carmelita? Looks like we're not going to be friends anymore. Now that Clockwork's death ray is out of commission, we're back to playing cops and robbers. I thought for sure she was going to slap the handcuffs on me right then and there. But instead, she was true to her word and gave me that 10-second head start. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2... one. I felt bad leaving her stranded on that giant rock, but I knew it wouldn't be long before we'd see each other again.
Yeah, you could say Clockwork's time is up as well.
I hate to tell you this, Sly, but the Thievius Raccoonus isn't fully restored. You're gonna have to go back and unlock all the vaults to find the pages you're missing. There is some good news, though. A friend of mine in Japan just sent me this really cool movie. And guess what? It's all about us!
いやー危なかった。ま、カルマリータちゃんには悪いけど、今回も俺様たちの勝ちだ。このデータファイルがあれば、父ちゃんの仇が撃てる。あれはまだ俺が子供の頃だ。よく父ちゃんの膝の上で遊んでたっけ。俺様の一族は代々伝わる義族の家系。そして受け継がれた技をまとめたのがこのラクーナの秘伝書。その洗練を極めた忍びの技。だがそこには必ず守らなければいけない厳しい掟があった。義族たる者、名誉にかけて狙うは悪党のみ。善人からは奪わない。ところが俺様が秘伝書を受け継ぐことになった夜、突然5人のギャングがやってきた。奴らは俺を守ろうとした父ちゃんを、そしてとうとう見つけ出してしまったんだ。大切なラクーナの秘伝書を。奴らは俺様の全てを奪いやがった。きっと中に書かれた技を使って悪いことをしでかすに違いねえ。そして俺様は一人ぼっち町の孤児院に入った。だがここで素晴らしい仲間に出会ったんだ。天才発明家、頼れる相棒ベントレー、そしてマーレ。食いしん坊でちょっとドジだがまあ憎めない弟分さ。仲間と一緒に俺様は父ちゃんの仇を討ち、そして秘伝書を取り返す。クーパーの名前に恥じない義族になれるか、それとも失敗してご先祖の顔に泥を塗るのか。さあ俺様たちの運命はどっちだ。
So that was a thing. But with that now it's time to head on back to the previous world, because in the previous world, well, as you remember, we missed out on one of the chests. So let's see what's inside.
Multiple blood vessels burst in my brain while figuring this out. The code had better be 231.
23 is number 1. Really, Bentley? Really? Ugh. Alright, let's see what we get. It's better be good.
Amazing! Colonel Reed Cooper's time stopper technique. Press the triangle button and execute a flashbang that will stun all guards in the world for a few seconds. I can see how this might be useful and entertaining too.
It's a shame that we've beat every single level in the game. How annoying.
At long last, the Thievius Raccoonus restored to its original state. The first time I held the whole thing under my arm since I was 8 years old. The same weight that all my ancestors had felt beneath their arms as they had passed it on. Although, while other family members may have been great thieves, they all inherited the book. I got a chance to earn it. I had taken down the Fiendish Five, having used the moves my ancestors taught me, and become a master thief along the way. The time had come for me to chronicle my own adventures into the great book. This is gonna be fun.
That it is, ladies and gentlemen. And now, we are done. We have completed Sly Raccoon on the Sony PlayStation 3. This game was originally released on the PlayStation 2, as I said at the start of the LP. And this is a fantastic game, a severely underrated series, I believe, because I don't think this game sold very well. Now, everyone who has played the Sly series all have the same opinions of me in terms of it's an amazing experience. You need to go out and try this game if you have the chance. It's just such a good time. It's so fun. You know, the gameplay has a unique twist on the normal platforming genre. It has good characters, good level design, a very good script. It's just a fantastic experience. I love this game so much. And there's that guy in a hot dog outfit. Okie dokie then. But yeah, seriously, this is a really good game. I do recommend it to anyone. And while I said the music isn't particularly memorable in the game, I do love the soundtrack because it fits each of the levels. I really think this game is just a classic now. It's so good. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, that has been the end of this LP. So I hope you have all enjoyed. Thank you all for watching. Don't be sheepish, people. And I'll catch you guys again in a different LP a different time. So thanks for watching. I'll see you all after. Bye!